Keith Schilling with Cage Side Press. I'm here talking with Lyoto Machida before his Bellator 222 fight against Chael Sonnen. Lyoto, how you doing today, man?
I'm great, man. Great.
So one thing you recently said in an interview is that you're kind of disappointed that Chael hasn't been trash talking. How about we switch it up and you do some trash talking? What do you got to say about him?
No, I don't use trash talk to promote the fight. So I just say, be myself. I like to respect my opponent. I like to sell the fight in another way. So I came from a very traditional martial arts, so I have to respect that, and I like to respect.
Yeah, I think it'd be a miracle for me to try to get you to trash talk, but I think I'd give it a shot, right? So you're in the co-main event. It was booked as the main event at first. I know it's got switched. You said it's best to have a title fight on the top. But if you were a promoter, what would you think is the best? I mean, would you think that you and Chael, two huge names, should be the main event?
I believe so. That's the part that I love in Bellator, because they do a legend fight. So they do a different fight that maybe could happen back in the days or in the future, but they do these matchups, which is so interesting for everybody, for fans, for promoters, for fighters too. And for me, I love to be here, man.
When I think of Lyoto Machida, one of the things that always drops me is that a guy who's been successful in two weight classes. You're a former UFC light heavyweight champion, former UFC middleweight title challenger. Very successful in both weight classes. Do you have a preference in one of them?
In terms of cutting weight, I prefer to fight in 205. But technically, both categories very hard because you have everybody's huge. Even in 185, you consider people huge too. There is no one like is there just because happened to be there. Everybody's well prepared, so it's hard to say. But I can say that nowadays, because I have this fight coming out in 205, I can say I feel more easy to cut weight. It's one less concern that you have during the week fight, you know what I mean? Like, because as a fighter, you have just to think in the day of the fight, what you game plan, what you have to do, stuff like that. When you have to cut so much weight, it's one more thing that you have to concern about it. That can bother you sometimes.
So obviously you're going to get Chael Sonnen, another legend in the sport. What do you think your biggest advantages in that matchup is?
My advantage?
Yeah.
So I can say that. So I can control the distance really well. I can punch and kick. That can affect his style a little bit. I already fought a lot of wrestlers, and I consider myself like a success against wrestlers.
So you get this win. I mean, this is a massive event. I mean, you see all the media members here. The card is loaded all the way down to the earliest prelim. We're in Madison Square. I mean, there's a lot of pop behind this event. Do you think that definitely seals the deal that you get a title shot after this?
Definitely. That's my goal. That's my goal.
So now, like I said, you're competitive in both weight classes. One of the champions in one of your weight classes, Ryan Bader, light heavyweight. There's a lot of buzz on the media, in chat rooms and on Twitter. A lot of people are like, hey, he hasn't defended the light heavyweight belt a long time because he's also the heavyweight champion. A lot of people are calling for him to be stripped. Do you believe he should be stripped?
Stripped
of the light heavyweight title.
His belt, you mean? No. I consider he can keep the belt, and I want to fight for the belt. I consider Ryan Bader one of my toughest opponents that I already faced, and he deserved it. He got the belt in 205, and he got the belt in light heavyweight as well. He deserves it. He's a great talent, great fighter.
So say it's a perfect world. Scott Coker comes up to you, you get the win. He says, hey, you're the #1 guy. But you know what? Light heavyweight's open, we don't have a challenger there. Middleweight's open, we don't have a challenger there. Which one are you picking?
What comes first, I would say, hey, Scott, you tell me what you want, I'll be ready.
So one thing I've noticed is a lot of fighters that have come over Bellator, they talk about legacy. What does legacy mean to you, and what would the Bellator championship, also already having a UFC championship, what would that do for your legacy?
I think when I became a Bellator champion, so I can say that I'll be so accomplished, and I can have my legacy very complete, because I can serve as an example for a young generation and say to them that there is a lot of things behind the scenes that people cannot see. There is tears, blood, sweat, stuff like that hurts, injuries, stuff that you have to overcome every single day as a fighter and as any professional career that you have. But as a fighter, I can say it becomes more, you can see more that, because you have to go to the gym, training hard. Then I want to be an example for a young generation.
Last question. What's your official prediction for the fight?
Knockout.
First round?
I cannot say which round, but I'm looking for the knockout since the beginning. I say I'm gonna get it.
Good luck to you, Lyoto.